Hello everybody, welcome back to the very second episode in our single player world. This is crazy. Episode 1 was crazy, and here we are with episode 2, which is going to be just as crazy. We got so many things to do. I know how out of hand my whole I'm not going to go too crazy with this episode thing went. We went crazy with that episode. The amount of diamonds we found was insane. The amount of stuff we got done was insane. We ended up actually finishing this house off in a stream, which is super cool. Because, of course, this world is going to be done streaming and on YouTube. We're not going to miss out. Do not worry. We're going to make sure that we do things right so that no one really misses out too much if they miss a stream, if they miss a video. It's going to work out great, and that's how we're going to do it. So, first of all, I put a little bit of a chimney in. Look at that. A little bit of a fireplace in here because this area, I want to just bring in the idea that where this place is, it's cold. It's something that we need, and you'll see what I mean, what I've done outside, just to make something a little bit nicer. I've put a little bit of a carpet there. We've got a dog. Many things happen in the stream. I'll kind of catch you guys up very, very quickly. Not too much that's mega different, I guess, but a lot of stuff that is a good thing to update you on, just so you know what's going on. So we've got some chests here, a few things just for the hell of it, I guess. Nothing too crazy. In fact, I'll come back to that chest over there in just a few seconds. So I think it's about to go nighttime, is it? Yes, that is true. Okay, so what we've got here, we've got mushrooms. I've taken them on a boat from the Mushroom Island and brought them here. So many sugarcane, and in fact, we've also got these here. You may have noticed the diamond tools here. Now, I know what you're thinking. Man, that went quick. But, let me tell you, it was a 9-hour stream, and we got a lot of stuff done. So, that is probably not even that crazy. So, we've got an enchanting table with enough bookshelves for a level 30 enchantment. You can see here, level 30, efficiency 4. That's actually not bad for a future shovel that we might be doing today. Then also, as I say, those mushrooms. Give the dog some food. Let's give him a little bit of a treat. Then, of course, we've got a few other things. We've got the chimney, which I forgot to show you, which I thought looked pretty neat. Just a small little thing. Let's get rid of this nighttime before we start getting things spawning around here. And of course, I put new sheets on the bed. That white bed was just looking a bit boring. So, of course, when we can change it, we change it. And that light blue is actually looking pretty good. It's the new light blue. And it definitely looks quite good. So, paintings. Nothing too crazy. But then, what I did is I decided to go for an enchanting session. A little bit of an enchanting session. Obviously, we got, like, very basic things on there. Did a bit of caving. Did a bit of mining. A bit more mining as well on stream. So, we got this one. Very lucky. Look at that. Off the bat. Sharpness 4, breaking 3, and looting. That is an absolute god sword, if I've seen one. From the first enchantment we get. That is great. Then we did another, I think, little bit of a waste enchantment. And then we got... Oh, wait. No, we did this one here. Then we got Unbreaking 3, Efficiency 4, which is great. That's going to last a while. It's going to help us mine faster. We did a bit of mining. We got some levels. This one was just a lucky one as well. Fortune 3. I would have preferred the Silk Touch, but you know what? We can't be lucky all the time. The amount of luck we've had in this place is crazy. Absolutely crazy. And I'm about to show you the level of craziness that those diamonds gave us. Look at this. That is not it. I got you all built up, and I got myself built up, and it really just fell to the ground. And I apologize. But this is it. So look at that. 64, 14 in one day. Guys, at the time I'm recording this world is not much over one day. It's a few hours past 1 day old. And we've got ourselves set for a while. And I'm glad we've grinded it out. And we've managed to do what we want to do. And I've realized that the obsidian I've got for the Nether Portal is going to be too short. So we're going to have to get 2 more obsidian if we want to go to the Nether. Then, of course, I've got a few other things lying around. You can see I've textured the outside a little bit. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Let me show you. For you guys who are new, we like to put in some of the finer details into our build to take them that one level higher. So you'll remember that this was all plain cobblestone. Now it's a little beautiful thing like this. And we still haven't finished everything. In fact, we haven't even put those things on the window there. So today, I want to quickly take you through what we are going to be doing. I want to get some levels. I want to start getting some diamond gear. We've got it. We've got the ability to get it. We may as well try and see if we can get some good enchantments there. And of course, we've also got a few books, so we can do some book enchanting as well if we don't have the desired enchantment. But the big trouble with that is... Oh, here we go. Here we go. Look at that. Look at that. The Fortune 3. I forgot to tell you guys that we got that. That is important. That is very important, in fact. But yes, we may as well go ahead and do a few more enchantments and see if we can get some diamond gear. Good, like... from the start. Of course, I want a good shovel because I've got some plans, and I'll talk a bit later in the episode about how I'm planning on laying this whole area out so we can both be on the same page as to what we are planning on doing, what this place is going to look like, and just the future of this world in general. So while I'm at it, I want to quickly also thank everybody for the ridiculous support we received on that last video. I know in the future, obviously, many people are going to be watching this months ahead, and it's gonna be just as cool there. It's gonna be just as crazy. But on our first day, we cracked so many awesome numbers out that, like, most views in the first few hours, most views in a day, easy things like that, crazy things to have broken by quite a long shot. And not only that, we also got a few other things broken, like most subscribers on a day, most comments, likes, everything on that last video. And I just want to say, honestly, guys, I've said it enough in our stream, but really, if you guys weren't there, thank you so much for the support. It is absolutely crazy and insane to have that on a world, and I'm so glad to have everybody as awesome as you guys in here. It's really, really, really awesome. So, enough about that. We also got some Twitch things, which was absolutely insane. Most viewers on Twitch, most viewers on average on Twitch, and the most subscribers, most followers on a day. So, I'm going to leave it at that. Guys, just know that it was an absolutely insane day up until now, up until what we've got here. And I'm so glad to have the community we have around us, around me, which is really, really cool. So I'm actually going to do that. Let's get some things, because we're going to eventually do this. We may as well do it now that we have the ability to do it. Let's do that there. Bam and bam. Okay, cool. So cover me with diamonds. Of course. I'm loving these achievements, advancements, excuse me. So what do we've got here? We've got Unbreaking 3, not worth it. Respiration 3. Now there is a question. Do we do the efficiency on that, or do we do the respiration on that? I think I'll take the respiration on that. Let's just make sure we don't have any, just Unbreaking and Unbreaking. Yep. Nothing too crazy. So I'm thinking we'll do the respiration, and then we'll see what we can get there. But we've got a bit of an issue, because, of course, well, that's going to have to be moved. It looks hideous. But we need levels, and the best way, I reckon, for us to get levels is to do a little bit of caving. So I'm going to take you guys with me, and I'll give you a highlight if there is anything to be highlighted in this caving session. But I think it's going to be a pretty tame one. I feel like it's pretty tame. We've got some pretty good enchantments on our armor right now, and I think it'll be alright. So I'm going to go ahead down here, down this way here. I think I've got a little pathway, and I'm just going to start digging in a random direction, probably that direction there, and we'll see how far we get. Whoa, I've been starting to get a little bit of lag here, which is a little bit worrying. You can see I've already done one caving expedition down here, but I'm going to go back the other way, and I'm going to go see if we can find ourselves a spawner. That will be great. That means we can get levels so much faster, and if not, we're going to get levels from the mining we're going to do. And, oh, actually, I should bring that fortune pickaxe. I'll be back, though, with that. But the mining we're doing, and also the monsters we're going to be killing. Alright, not too much luck with that. Nothing to report back on, besides the fact that I did end up getting that Blast Protection Respiration 3 hat. Now, the next thing we are doing in our world today, in that village, is we want to add in we being me, wants to add in a complete, farmland in that village. So, I'm thinking, how do those people eat? They are eating fish, of course, they are on the sea. They are also going to need some veggies, and all we have access to right now, unless we got super lucky with the zombie and get a potato or a carrot, is literally just wheat. Or maybe we can get a bit of beetroot from a chest or something in the nether. But what I'm thinking of doing is going out here, because this is now northwest of where our base is. And we have a desert and a mesa biome back out that way. But the desert and the savanna biome tend to have a bit of a good chance of having a village in it. And the villages are where we're going to find these cool seeds and things like that. So that is always a good time. Now, this is about to go nighttime. Is that correct? Let me test this out. Yes, it is. Awesome. Right, so I'm going to go ahead and find a village. I hope we do have one in here. This seemed like a pretty big desert to be working with. And, whoa. Let me just head up here quickly before we go too far away. Maybe, oh, okay, there we go. Never mind. I was going to say, maybe we could just find one, and as I'm about to say that, and it's not even in that, it's in a plains biome, which is great. So I can see wheat, that's not really too important for us, we'll take it anyway. But there's some potatoes. Yeah, look at that, potatoes. We'll take all of them. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I hate doing this to a villager, but you know what? We'll fix it up one day. We'll sort them out one day. And carrots. This is what I needed. This is exactly what I needed. And beetroot on the other side. Okay, we have got everything we need. There we go. Cool. As I say, I'll fix them up one day. I'm sorry. So there we go. Probably shouldn't even use the hoe to do that. Is this a flower? This is not flower. No way. This is a flower forest biome. Like a small one. Nope, just plains. Good. Good, good, good. Now, I can see there is a blacksmith, the only place in a village, sadly, that currently has any reason to go and explore. So we can check if we got some loot in here. Up here, let's look at this. There's nothing in these ever, is there? Nah. Yeah, maybe I'll just take that. None of it's really too important for us. Alrighty, so I think what we'll do is, okay, we'll maybe just go around and check what these guys have got. Is this cartographer? Yep, it is. Librarian, please. Yep, and ooh, that is a very good trade. I don't actually want to use a bow too much, but that is a good trade. And I normally would break these, but I don't think we have to. What has this guy got? Nothing normally too important. I'm gonna have a look and see if there's any more librarians. If there's not, that's not too big of a deal. But we will have to eventually get some. Is this a baby? No, it isn't. It's just a short guy. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to collect these up and then I'll meet you guys back at the base where we are going to start adding in proper farmlands. Not like the ones we had before where we are adding in like kind of things just for survival. This is for survival and also for aesthetics. We're making this place look good from the start. And I've got many, many plans to do that. So we'll meet you right back at the base. We're back at our base, and I did gather a few extra things like some cactus and some saplings for the acacia wood while we were there. Now, one thing I want to quickly just discuss is the overall layout of this, just so you can kind of picture what's going on. And as I said, I want this whole story in this world to be a story. I want it to all really work together and have reason for why we're doing everything. So around this side, what I'm planning on doing is thinking about why was this the location? Why does this whole baby village, this is going to be a very small village, why does it exist? It exists because it wants to fish. That's the thing. These are fishermen. I'm thinking the reason why it's here is, of course, if you like go around here, and this is one thing I'm not too shy for, is doing a bit of terraforming. There's some mountains and some cliffs here, and I'm thinking that this cliff over here, if we could build a little bit of a mountain over here, protecting these guys from the weather that lies beyond there, all the snow and all that sort of stuff on that side. And then eventually getting a little bit of a peak over there, but nothing too crazy. Just to make this area feel like it's been closed in. That's my plan. And of course, as I say, ignore that. That's an eyesore. These are all eyesores. These aren't going to go. These aren't going to stay here. And then what I'm thinking is what we are going to do is we're going to have ourselves this main house, and we'll build a few other houses as well on here. Maybe a little bit of a pier or a jetty going out into the water where the fishing would happen, where people have boats. We can build some boats in here. And then on that side there, I'm thinking of having over here a little bit of a bridge going over this way. Some rocks, this is obviously a bit more terraforming over here. A bridge going over that way. More rocks, and eventually a small lighthouse over there. Just up that way, and I'm going to probably be doing that in the next episode. I've got some really cool ideas for it, and I'm super, super excited for it. So that's going to be going over there. That's the plan. And then, of course, a few other things. And I'm thinking, because this is such a small community, what I want to do today is, of course, build the few spots over here where we're going to be like actually getting farm stuff from. So I'm probably going to actually clear this off, and this is what I'm thinking, right? So if you guys have seen our seed selection video, you guys will know. But if not, do not fear, I'll explain to you what's going on. If we go out that way, like probably 200 blocks, there is a whole big, massive inland lake that I would like to connect up to this river over here. And the reason I want to do that is purely because I feel like there could be some trading going on. These rivers could be the trading post. This is where everything comes in, goes out. I can maybe widen this area out and have some very basic village, or a very, very basic village on the end here, which is what we are doing right now. And then go into some of the more larger villages which are on the lake over there, also fishing, also doing some stuff over there. But I think this will be a pretty cool idea. Maybe we could even think about it as the logging boats coming out of there. And I actually want to just double check that river doesn't end there. I'll have to extend it if it does. But that's my thought, at least. I think that'll be a really, really nice thing to think about. Just getting the story behind the builds figured out before we start building the builds. So now that we've got that figured out and we can start building the builds, we're going to start building the build. So what I'm thinking is I want to just have a small thing of crops here. And I don't want to make it look too square. I don't want it to look very planned. I want this to look as though a few people have gone ahead and placed some crops in here to grow. And that's just how it's turned out. So we're going to go ahead and pop in one of these, which I'm going to drop on the floor, of course, first. And then I'm going to pop it in to the ground here once I finish the steak. There we go. Steak is done. Stuff is in the ground. Perfect. All right. So we're just going to hide this out like this. A little trick. Because once the crops grow out, we probably won't see it. So I'm thinking we're going to have a little bit of crops over here. So we'll open this up a little bit. Let's just go here. And do not fear, I know we can see the water. We will soon not. So we'll do this just around this area here. There. And I'm gonna do a bit more cooler stuff with it eventually as well. So let's just plant in a few different things. We'll make this look somewhat organized, but somewhat disorganized as well. That's I know it seems pretty counterintuitive, but we trust me, we'll have this working for us. So for instance, some potatoes over here. And over there, we definitely want to have some potatoes. And in fact, what I'm thinking is we'll probably make sure we actually have some of these, because that's going to cover up that blue quite well. Then, of course, we can have some beets in on this side here, create a bit of color in it, and a bit of them. Why are they not there? They're good. So it's just to make it look a little bit more messy. And this is some way that I like to build, by the way. I like to have a few things just a little bit messy to make things not look too perfect. Well, in a village like this, of course, it's very important that we don't have everything looking too perfect, because of course there won't be anything too perfect in a village like this. It's just a small village out in the middle of nowhere, really. That's the plan, of course. As I say, it's important to think about why we're doing things. So a few paths would look great, and then I'm also going to do a few more of these over here. So maybe just where is it? There we go. Just a small temporary one. It's not going to grow fast. This is just for looks, I guess. One more there, and one more around here like that. We'll do a few patchy pieces around here. Then what I'm thinking now is I want to also go ahead and build a campfire for the community that will sit around here, and we got to clear these trees out. They'll sit around here, and this is really just a campfire which keeps people warm, of course, and that's its main purpose, is in the colder nights, because this is right next to a whole bunch of snow. It's in some mountains, and soon to be probably a significant mountain on that side there. We need to prepare for this. We need to think about the cold. We need to think about everything that these people will be braving. And I think that will also add in something a little bit more. But for that, of course, if we want to keep something burning for a long time, we're going to need to go to the nether for some nether wart. So, not nether wart, nether quartz. Not nether quartz, nether rack. That's the one that we want. Did you just push me, chicken? That little chicken just pushed me. All right, there we go. There we go. Looking a little bit better. Now we'll do a few more changes. Like this. Over here. Just a few things like this. There. It's meant to look broken down like that. And a few more like this. And I think this will look a lot better once these have grown. So there we go. Just like that. Sheep, you better not ruin my stuff. Yeah, I think that's going to look good. We'll just wait for those to grow and get these to grow as well. I think I might just actually get a few boosts on these ones here. Because, of course, they're going to grow a little bit slow because they don't have water. I'll do that, and I'll add in the last potato. Okay, great. And if you're wondering why I'm not putting in pumpkins or melons, it's because I'm not really sold on the fact that pumpkins could look good here. Actually, melons won't look good. Pumpkins, we could actually get to work. If I get these, look at that. What a coincidence. We had a pumpkin over here. If we can get this to face away. I don't like the fact that the pumpkin has a jack-o'-lantern face. I like the fact that jack-o'-lantern has a jack-o'-lantern face, but not the pumpkin. That will connect, won't it? I won't. Okay, awesome. I might just put a pumpkin next to that one there as well and make that pumpkin that's next to it actually grown next to it. Most probably that'll be a good idea. So I've got an extra pumpkin up here. Let's test it out very, very quickly. Pumpkin. There we go. And I think I can just get seeds like that. Perfect. And we'll add this last little thing in. And then I guess we could also, I've also gone ahead and grabbed some more obsidian. We'll get that. And the extra single thing. And we'll do this in one foul swoop, going to the nether for the first time in this world. Episode 2. I think that's a pretty quick thing. But, of course, actually, I'll have to show you guys my statistics for how long we've been playing on this world. Because it's pretty crazy, guys. It's pretty crazy. So, let me do that there. Put one of those in there. And then I'll put one of these here. So once this grows up, it should connect up to that there and look like it's actually grown into that. So we'll have to get some more stuff. We'll have to get some, I guess, bone meal to make that work. I think I can also do this. Yeah, cool. All right. Now, the Nether Portal is not going to be a proper feature in here. We'll eventually make it hidden and make it look quite good. But for now, what we're going to do is it's going to be temporarily underground. And get me out of this. Perfect. Let's see how lucky we are with the first Nether Portal spawn. I might just go a little bit down so we don't hear it anywhere. There. And I'm prepared to die, because I haven't died yet in this world. So I'm prepared for a death in the nether. I haven't planned how I'm going to do this, but I'm definitely feeling it coming along. Let me just make a chest to store some stuff here. Because, of course, that is a good idea. We don't lose that fortune pick. So we'll do this. And one of those. There we go. Perfect. All right. So this should be safe enough for that. And I'll keep the rest of the things. They're not quite as important. So we'll do that there. And finish it off with one of these. So this is a major step. This should be an achievement for us right now. Or an advancement. Excuse me. Let's see how we go. It's taking its time. We need to go deeper. Oh, we need to go deeper. All right. So where is the resident ghast that's going to blast us into oblivion? Okay, no ghast. Okay, good spawn. We've got ourselves a nether fortress there. We've got some netherrack obviously everywhere because that's important. But what I need for our future builds, we actually need to get a bunch of this, which I'll have to come back for it with with a fortune pick. I'm also going to need a... Oh man, look at that. What a health hazard there. That's a danger right there. But I'll have to come back with a silk touch pick hopefully for a few of those. But if not, I'm going to have to just toughen it out and go ahead and break them. But that's sad. I don't know why there's so many lighting glitches all of a sudden. I don't remember them being this many in my last world. Okay, I'm gonna have to pull a thing all the way over there. That we can maybe do another time. What I really needed was just some of this netherrack. And now I'll go ahead and start off a little bit of a fire. Right, so I went ahead and cleared out this, and I just kind of lost track of where I was going. So this is what we're looking at. Just a nice simple campfire with some logs to sit on. The fire, sadly, we can't get rid of that. What I am aware of is that magma, the magma cube, what is it, not magma cubes, magma block, I think it's called, will burn indefinitely also in rain, like what the netherrack will do, but it also looks a little bit less unsightly. So I'm going to have to probably get down to the bottom of the nether and get some of that there. However, I think this is looking pretty good, just to slowly get you into the feel of it, alright? So imagine this, right? We're looking here, we've got a little bit of a fire there. I've got plans now to make this area here. In fact, we can do it now just so we don't forget it. Let's go up here a little bit. We'll just plan it out with some cobble and then we'll change it up to some better looking things here. I want to do this here. I want to make a little bit of a step up, and I've got some of these perfect like that. And just bring this around this way so that we have a little bit of a walkway going a bit further up. I think this could look quite nice. So there. Okay, we just don't have enough. Let me get some of... maybe I'll be cautious. Let's save on these. Alright, so we'll do that there and... just do quite a few. That's right, that's right. We've got enough cobblestone for a while now. So just something like this. So I don't want to do it too complicated, but I just want a little bit of a step up here that will eventually curve around to here. There we go. Yeah, that's perfect. And then, of course, what we could do is do what I've been pulling through this whole town. Of course, oak is my normal favorite choice, because oak is a really, really cool log, but I think that we could do this very, very well with some of this good old spruce, and I think that's what this town needs. It needs the wood that's around it, you know? Spruce is everywhere around this place, and it only makes sense why this whole town is built in spruce. And if you guys are wondering why these logs will not be burning, it's not because we end up running any fancy game rules. It's purely because the way logs burn in Minecraft, which I didn't know for the longest time properly, is they burn where, you know, whenever you put something in and it burns down your entire house. It's normally because you're putting something above it. Now, when you put something next to it, it'll only ignite blocks that are within, I think, one block of it. So anything within that, I think maybe that might be one block. Maybe that'll be the one block that's counted there. But where these are right now, they are the closest and they should not burn. I may stand corrected. Maybe in a few minutes' time that will happen. But for now, I'm fairly certain that they will not burn. So I think we are pretty good for now. Now, I want to just quickly get in some of this here for now. Let's just do that there. And there we go. Let's take a look at that. So really what I'm trying to emphasize here is the fact that the town is quite a secluded town. It's a town that doesn't have much going on. It's nice and chilled out, nice and relaxed, and that's what I'm trying to do. Just these people don't live on much, but they live off the land, and that's what I'm really hoping for. These have taken so long to grow. But here we go. This is what I was talking about. See that, how it's grown into there? Looking pretty good, I think so. And by the way, can you guys notice the crops have changed? Because this is my own texture pack. These are the texture changes that we've made. And I think that looks so much more fitting for this instead of those lime green Minecraft crops that normally grow. So today, guys, I think this will do our second episode. And I know we haven't gone through very, very big builds. We did one large build. We've done these. But let me tell you this. I guarantee you the next episode, you guys are gonna fall in love with this build. I don't know how it's gonna turn out 100%, but I'm gonna make sure it's gonna be an amazing build of a... Wait, why am I doing this? Of a lighthouse right over there. That is what we are doing, and it's gonna be really, really cool. Regardless of how it turns out, it will be really, really awesome. So, for today, guys, I want to just say thank you very, very much for this episode. I did just mess up there. Thank you very much for you guys hanging out with us this episode, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.